Hey guys, Pradeep Bastola here. There's this news which really have disturbed me right now. I cannot just believe it, Sushant Singh Rajput, a Bollywood actor, has just committed a suicide at his home. Sushant was one of the very few Bollywood actors who I've been following in Instagram personally, and I liked his energy, his inspirations. I wonder why he did that, because it's very disheartening, and I still don't know what to say. I'm so confused. He was so full of energy. He was inspiring. He was success at his young age, and actor like me look up to Sushant, people like Sushant, who's really achieved something, and all of a sudden this happens. I don't know what, but this suicide is just becoming so common, and I'm really afraid. I'm really scared about the future generations. It's because of the depressions, but what? Why? I don't know. It's really giving me goosebumps. This news is really giving me goosebumps. I don't have much to say, but I have followed Sushant on Instagram since a long time, so here I am reading few of his posts, the recent posts, and I really hope and pray that his soul rests in peace. Guys, depression is being so much common. We need to look after your friends, your family. You need to take care of yourself too. You need to talk to people. You should not just keep your troubles and depressions within yourself. You should open up, share it with your family, friends. I'm just wondering how hurtful it must be to his parents, to his friends, to his colleagues. I'm just like a fan, but still it's giving me goosebumps. Literally, I'm shaking from inside. I cannot just believe it. I just want this news to be untrue, to be your fake news, but it is the truth. You cannot do anything about it. Rest in peace, Sushant. Anyway, his last post on Instagram reads, "Blurred past evaporating from teardrops, unending dreams carving an arc of smile, and a fleeting life negotiating between the two. #Ma." He has dedicated his last post to his mother. Really very emotional, actually. And this is one of the symptoms of depression, actually. The people who are suffering from depression don't like color too much. They like black and whites, and as you can see, his last post dedicated to his mother is in the black and white color. You never know. He was so spiritual too. कर्पूर गौरम करुणावतारम संसारसारम भुजगेंद्रहारम सदा वसंतम हृदयारविंदे भवम भवानी सहितम नमामि. He was very spiritual, religious. He just posted Shiva's photo, the Almighty God. He was so enthusiastic person. He was so curious. He was, always bringing in some kind of unique things, that would struck in the younger generation's mind. And I really liked that thing about Sushant. He's no more with us. That really is very saddening. Another post of his. The Avatamsaka Sutra describes enlightenment as an awareness of the interpenetration of space and time. One can't help but wonder if Einstein's theory of relativity that unifies space and time was just a stroke of genius or also a glimpse of the divine. Space-time, yes, I've seen so many of his posts that he was preparing for some space work. He was in the space suit. He was learning something. He was into something actually. Which really was amusing and so enthusiastic. I was really curious about Sushant. I would look up to his post and try to figure out that the actor like Sushant, he had a huge fan following, and the actor like Sushant, what he would do, what he would write, I used to look up to his post actually. Eid Mubarak, he posted that on May 25. And yes, Bar Bar Din Ye Aaye, happy marriage anniversary to the most precious duo of my life. It was posted on May 24th. His last post was posted on June 3rd. 11 days ago. He was not active in Instagram since 11 days. Something must have happened during this time. I really want to find out what the real reason was behind his demise, behind his committing suicide. A lot of Bollywood actors have posted for Sushant. Everybody seems so sad. I understand this is happening to me, what must be happening to them. He was one of his colleagues, the people you work with, and it stays like a trauma to your head. You cannot just let it go. And it's not just about Sushant, it's about the generation, about the youth, Why is this happening? What's the reason? What caused him to suicide? He was such a talented actor, I must say. Just posted happy birthday ma'am to Madhuri Dixit. He was performing there. And another post of his is receive without pride, let go without attachment. # meditations. Receive without pride, let go without attachment. People having that kind of perception, that kind of personality cannot just commit suicide, man, because you need to give lesson to the people that follows you. At some point I really am feeling so angry with Sushant because people like me were following him, looking up to him. And on the other hand, I really have the empathy, why people commit suicide. He must be going through something, and and he did not find anybody to share his trouble, his confusions, his so sad. Similarly, on May 10th, Sushant writes, "May this mother be celebrated and revered for her unconditional love as much as all the beautiful mothers on it. Happy Mother's Day to all." Wow, just look at this beauty. He was so much into universe that he decided to go to the universe. That's not the way. How do I say this? I don't want this thing to be misunderstood, but if Sushant wanted, he really could have gone to the universe. To the space, because this is the generation of technology. And I don't think he had that kind of economic problem. He was a star. He was coming up as an inspiration to so many. He was appreciated by so many. Of all the various approaches I have tried in last few months, these meta skills have worked wonders with the best ROI of time. 1. 7 hours of optimized sleep. 2. Regular meditation. 3. Writing a journal. 4. Frequent exercise. 5. Optimizing digital time. And 6. Intermittent fasting. Try them if you will and share your secrets for upgrading quality of life. Eye of a storm. So inspiring, seriously. Posts like this, I cannot just think about it. I cannot just believe it. The person who's posting this kind of similar thing must have happened to the Yama Buddha or whosoever, or people like him. Artists are very sensitive and very emotional. You never know what strikes into their mind, because they are most of the time thinking about the unthinkable. We are in the field of creativity and imagination to some extent. Dark energy that is responsible for our universe to expand at an accelerating rate forms around 68% of the universe. Dark matter, on the other hand, that is responsible for the formation of our ordered galaxies in this chaos of expanse, forms around 27% of the universe. They together are two most famous and mysterious known unknowns that we know of. That means if we take everything from our daily experience, everything that we know about, it's made of atoms, and all of that adds up to only 5% of the universe. Our reality is not what actually reality seems to be. Hashtag perspectives, hashtag ways of seeing, hashtag fabric of the universe, hashtag dark matter, hashtag dark energy. And that dark energy took him to the darkness. I'm sure God loved him very much. 2020 has lost so many lives. I don't want to look up to further for the post, but I cannot just help it. They claim that the way out is to look within, harnessing the power of experiential technology to meditate like a Superman. Yoga, emergent tech, AI, MR, VR. Seriously, he used to share this handwritten journals and notes, angle mode equals to radians, va particle functure position, this acceleration, this velocity equals to p vector, new p vector, something which would go out of the ordinary people. He was not just an ordinary person. He had something very unique from the ordinary person's head. I remember he sharing about the universe. I saw birds and serpents, angels and demons, swiftly moving hurricanes, and a wonderfully chaotic butterfly. Those numerous symbols of being, and then some similar ways of seeing, self-musing. Yes, most of his posts would have this hashtag self-musing. Anyway guys, I'm really saddened, I'm really terrified. I really hope that this ends right here. I don't want to lose people like Sushant Rajput anymore. Let's connect, let's talk to each other, let's try to trace your friend's trouble if he has some. You need to really understand what your family, what your friends are going through. It might be a help to them. I say no to suicide, but it's not with the anger. It's because suicide is not a good example. It is not a good ending. Rest in peace, Sushant. And I don't want to lose people like Sushant anymore. Not in India, not in Nepal, nowhere in the world. Much love to all. May God give his strength to the bereaved family and fans. Om. From the sun did I learn this, when it goeth down, the exuberant one, gold doth it then pour into the sea, out of inexhaustible riches, so that the poorest fisherman roweth even with golden oars. Frederick Nietzsche. Seeing footprints made by the airplane we were flying and tracing it back to the rising sun. Vidya dadati vinayam vinayad yati patratam patratvat dhanam apnoti dhanad dharma tata sukham. Veda mantram. Knowledge brings humility. From humility comes worthiness. With worthiness one attains wealth. With wealth one is able to perform his duties in a better way. And in performing his duties one attains happiness. तेरी हर एक मासूम हंसी पे यूं ही मैं अक्सर जी लेता हूँ. खुद के लिए कुछ जो बचा रखी थी कभी, वो सारी दुआएं देता हूँ. Forgetting all I'm lacking, completely incomplete. I'll take your invitation, you take all of me now. I'm falling even more in love with you, letting go of all I've held on to. I'm standing here until you make me move. I'm hanging by a moment here with you. Perfection resides in the next repetition. Passion lies in the present one. Passion is overrated, presence underrated. Self-musing.